Satin Doll, one of the most famous jazz standards of all time. Written in the early 50s by Billy Strayhorn and Duke Ellington. Billy was Duke's main collaborator for most of his life, and came up with some great tunes. There were lyrics eventually added by Johnny Mercer. The kind of corny lyrics. We're not going into the vocal parts of this. Well, my humble opinion. Anyway, what we are going to look at is a very basic way of playing this. Although we've got, I'll get more to that in just a second. Really just a couple of shapes of bar chords, a very simple comping type thing. I will talk about doing it with fingers, and also the way you just heard there, where I'm just chomping on the chords on the beats with a little bit of swing feel to it, and that's established by that up in there. If I only hit the downs, there's no swing yet, although the swing feel comes out in the lead. Here's what it would sound like if I played it straight. Not good for this song. Anyway, so we need that swing feel with the slight delay on the ups, or the ands, and we establish that in the rhythm. Down, down, up. But that last up is more percussive, really just two downs. But there we have it, D minor 7 and G7 back and forth. Got a chart that is really just a fake book style, where we just have the melody and the chords. We'll talk about the chords, and we will have Max has put together a little thing over soloing, improvising over these chord progressions. We'll talk about the theory involved. It's a lot of 2s and 5s, and we'll talk about some modes and things like that. So, stick around or tune in to the next segment, and we will start breaking down Satin Doll. We are going to use mostly standard bar chords out of the two main families, the A family and the E family. And so hopefully you're familiar with those, but I'm going to go over the main two shapes we need. In the A family, we have three important chords. Minor 7, which looks like this. 7, which has the C sharp in it instead of the C natural. And major 7. And the major 7 has the G sharp in it. In the E family, the similar shapes would be E7, with just the open D in there, E major 7, which would have D sharp, and E minor 7, which would be just one finger on the B on the 5th string. Now, when we make bars out of the A family, it's very simple. If I were at the 2nd fret, I'd be playing Bs. This would be the minor 7 shape with my 2nd and 3rd fingers. The major 7 shape would be the little triangle shape with these two notes at the 4th fret and the A sharp right here. And the 7th family would be this, just looking like the A7, so this would be our B7. If I was at the 2nd fret in the E family, I'd have a minor 7 like this with just one finger on there. I'd have a dominant 7 with the A sharp here, and we'd have major 7 like this, with two notes at the 3rd fret and your little finger there. Now, these typically can be reduced to 4 strings. Now, right there, when I played through the demonstration here at the beginning of this, I played full bars for everything. But we can have reductions of these where the major 7 in the E family could be played like this. 2nd fret here on the 6th string, 2nd fret on the 2nd string, and the notes at the 3rd fret on the 3rd and 4th strings. Now, if you went that way, you would typically either kill the 1st string and the 5th string, making it strummable, or you would just grab them with your fingers. We'll talk more about the right hand technique coming up. But, so this could be my major 7 shape. My minor 7 shape, I don't need the full bar. I could just play my 2nd finger on the 6th string and my 3rd finger flattened out across the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. This would be my minor 7 shape. Now, the dominant 7 shape, I would still probably play as a full bar, but the 4-finger way of doing that would look something like this. 1st finger, 2nd finger, and 3rd finger all on the 2nd fret of the 6th, 4th, and 2nd strings, and your 4th finger here. This is a little more difficult to get to, and in this song it's really not necessary for us to go that route. So that's the 3 main ones. Out of the A families, I would still almost always play the full the minor 7 shape, I've moved up to the 5th fret now because D minor 7 is where this song is going to start. So, and I'd use the whole A7 shape for the dominant 7 shape. And I want to talk just a little bit more about the right hand, because the way I played it at the top of this lesson was really just with a pick and chomping on the chords, meaning we're hearing them, I'm cutting them short, so we're just hearing an 8th note with a rest after it, so that we hear it just cut short. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The way I get that swing feel is because of the up after beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, and I'm on my way to the next chord, so it's going to be dead. You're not going to hear this. There's no rhythm, no percussion to that. So we can just hear the chords on the beats, hearing chord on beat 1 and 2, and the dead up on the way to the next chord.